A lot of Russian clients who buy weapons, fighter jets, and missiles from Russia are extremely worried. Why? Because Russia is not able to provide them with after sale services due to its focus on the war in Ukraine. By after sale support, I mean servicing the fighter jets, replacing components, upgrading systems and software, upgrading the cockpit, etc. etc. Now, the war in Ukraine has exhausted the Russian military, and the crisis is such that Russia is re importing military hardware from India due to the looming shortage at home. This is where the problem starts. Many arms importers are now questioning Russia's ability to be a dependable, credible arms supplier, and after sale support is a critical factor. Without it, jets will have to be grounded, and the national security of the host countries would be in great jeopardy. In that case, some countries may abandon Russia permanently and shift to other credible suppliers in the West or maybe China. That would be fatal for Russia's arms industry. On your screen are all those countries that import arms from Russia. There you see India and China at the top, and then there are mostly West Asian and African countries. The arms industry generates tens of billions of revenue every year for Russia. The industry employs 2.5 to 3 million people and accounts for 20% of all manufacturing jobs in the country. Sustaining this industry is critical for Russia to keep its economy up and running, especially when revenue from oil and gas sector is dipping. And that is where India enters the scene. India has declared that it will provide these after sale services to Russian clients. This is huge, and I'm sure this step has been taken after Russia's request. Several nations are in contact with Hindustan Aeronautics Limited or HAL to seek after sale support. Amongst these nations are Malaysia, Vietnam, Algeria, and others. India is already running this upgrade program for its own fleet of Sukhoi fighter jets. This overhaul or upgrade includes significant hardware upgrades to the aircraft, such as the integration of the Uttam AESA radar, advanced electronic warfare systems, enhanced weapon systems, a modern mission control computer, infrared search and tracking capabilities, digital cockpit, and more. By providing these services to other countries on behalf of Russia, India is essentially giving a new lease of life to the Russian arms industry. Now, Russia's clients will have this confidence that in the absence of Russia, there is another major power which can help them with after-sale support. This will not force them to look the other way to look for other suppliers in the West. And not just the arms industry, India is also rescuing the country's lucrative energy sector. So far, Indian companies have invested more than $16 billion in Russia's energy sector. India and Russia are also discussing investments in the Vostok oil project. Now, what is that? Vostok oil project is Russia's new mega oil project and is currently in the development stage, with all crude destined for export markets via tankers. It is the largest greenfield oil and gas project in the world and comprises 52 license areas with 13 oil and gas fields. India is also looking to invest in Russia's liquefied natural gas or LNG project, which is Arctic LNG 2. In the coming days and years, India's cooperation with Russia is only going to increase, which means India is also shielding Moscow from being Beijing's puppet. In the absence of India, China will ruthlessly gobble up Russia's resources as well, as we know it. Like a true friend, India is backing up Russia in these difficult times. And that's why Putin so frequently keep praising India and Prime Minister Modi.
We do hope that the government of your country will support us in our efforts. We share very good and positive relations with Prime Minister Modi. He's a very wise man, and India has been making great strides in its development under his leadership. So this fully meets the interests of both India and Russia to work on this agenda. So make no mistake, we will move toward these results and we will achieve them. Thank you.
And with that, it is time to wrap this episode up. Do subscribe outright for more updates.